Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of MMA and Coffee. On this episode, it's a recap of Glover versus Gus. Okay, so what'd you think about this fight?
It went down kinda how we thought it would.
So I went back and watched our prediction just to make sure how close we got it. We didn't think it would end early.
No.
I said I thought Gus would finish him, and then you said it would be towards the end of the fight.
And it was the last round. It was about a minute into the last round.
Like 2 minutes or so.
The thing that surprised me, I guess, was that Gus was able to hit him with the uppercut so much. He just tore him up with it, just over and over and over, and he never adjusted. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what his corner was saying, but it's like Gus didn't have to change his game plan because Glover never changed his, and Gus's was working. He just did the same thing the whole fight, just picked him apart.
Right. So basically, Gus took what Anthony Johnson did or exploited, and he just kept using it over and over. What was interesting in the fight,
Glover's just lucky Gus didn't have the same power that Rumble does, or it might have been over in the first round.
This is true. So this is an example where I think styles make fights.
Yeah.
I've seen multiple people saying that they haven't seen Gus look any better. Like they're like, this is the best we've ever seen him. But
style matchup.
But to be fair, I think no matter when he fought him, he could have fought him long time ago, and I think we would have seen the same thing.
Yeah.
Maybe not the uppercuts, but we would have seen where he would stay back, outpointing, use a lot of lateral movement.
No, the uppercuts definitely came from watching the film of Rumble and Glover's fight.
Right.
That's definitely. But everything else
he
could have done before.
Yeah, he could have done before. So I just think it's a bad matchup. The mistakes Glover made was, I noticed
no head movement.
Well, no. So here's the way his style is. He wants to get on the inside. He wants to move off punches and do pretty much like haymakers. The problem is he doesn't have any footwork. I watched in the fight, a lot of times he was just standing still. A lot of times, even when Gus was doing combinations, his feet were just still. He wouldn't move out the way. So the biggest thing that I got from this fight was Glover needs to work on footwork, because he doesn't have any. He was following Gus instead of cutting him off, and even like just adding leg kicks could have stopped some of that movement. There was multiple things that I felt like his corner could have easily said, hey, stop doing this, or when he throws the uppercut, you need to take a step back.
At 37, I don't see it happening though.
Yeah,
He's been fighting this way for a long time.
So this is an example where a fighter could be stuck in their ways. They have tendencies, and we also got to remember that style is what got him where he is.
Right.
And I don't see that changing. But to me, this was just a bad style matchup.
He's starting to get knocked out. So 37 getting knocked out.
To be fair,
not a good sign for the future.
To be fair, he always kind of got hit in his fights.
Yeah.
And it still took Gus a long time. Like he was tough.
He went down multiple times before he went down for good.
But it was a situation too where the style matchup was so one-sided that towards the end, I was kind of like feeling bad for him. I didn't like seeing him just take that.
The ref made the right call, because honestly, Glover still wasn't just like KO knocked out. But it was time. He
just wasn't intelligent. He defended himself. He was standing there. A lot of times too, he was eating the punches and then throwing. It was just an example where footwork, lateral movement, and even speed.
Speed was the biggest difference.
Gus would throw 3 punches by the time he
Glover
threw
was
one.
just too slow.
Too slow.
Even if he had footwork and head movement and everything else, he was still too slow to hit him. So I mean, that was I don't know. Like Glover, it kind of feels like this might be the only thing I will say is like heavyweight shallow. If it was any other division,
I still think he could get a couple more big fights.
I think he could get a couple more fights and win, but I don't think he's getting a title shot again. I just don't see it. I don't see it.
Well, after Rumble and Gus exploiting this big hole in his style, I wouldn't doubt other fighters doing the same game plan and him not changing and still being open to those punches. Because that's just his style. That's the one weakness in it.
I like Glover. I just hope he gets out. I mean, he's 37. He's been around for a long time. I just hope he gets out before he takes too much damage. I don't think he's washed up. I think he's still got a lot of good fights in him. He can probably make it to his 40, depending on who he's fighting.
Well, the one thing with this fight too was the one advantage I gave him was the jiu-jitsu, and he didn't really go for any takedowns.
I don't think he could have took him down. I think Glover. I mean, Gus probably had better wrestling.
Right.
So maybe he thought that too.
It was just like at one point I was like, what was his game plan?
Same time he got rocked so early in the fight, he might have just been on autopilot.
It's true.
So
most likely, Gus fights the winner of DC and Jones.
So we'll see a rematch. And honestly, I don't really like rematches a whole lot, but I'll be excited for that.
I'm open to it just because both his fights with Cormier and Jones were close.
Yeah, we kind of touched on it in the prediction already.
They were competitive.
Yeah.
So
the most competitive fight either one of them had outside of
each other.
So yeah, looking forward to it. That's about it, huh?
Yeah. So that's what we thought about the fight. What y'all think? Let us know in the comments below. See you next time.